the physical style
Still standing. He may not be anymore.
of Pacheco
Desperate trouble. Pacheco now follows through, and the referee
is a nightmare matchup,
You can hear that one. Nice.
I believe, for Canelo.
There's the body shot. Right.
And look at our fighters, no matter how tough and strong.
6'4", fast and dangerous.
Palazzo not taking too many chances, but down he goes.
Diego Pacheco isn't just tall for a super middleweight, he uses it to torment opponents. Bold, sharp, aggressive. He's no doubt one of the most exciting young contenders in boxing. Let's look at the rise of the new kid on the block and why he might be a real problem for the super middleweight division.
And the crowd.
Born on March 8, 2001 to Mexican parents, Pacheco started boxing at the age of 10. And from the jump, it made sense. 75 fights, 8 national titles, as the teenage sensation did his thing.
Blue corner, Diego Pacheco.
The amateurs put him on the map. To those watching, he was one of the hottest prospects. At 17, he made the call to turn pro. Everyone wanted him on their team. Offers came in from the sport's biggest names, but it was Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing who won the race.
Diego is just too good. He's too big. His punch selection, his sharpness of his punches, and like I said, his calmness. But this kid's very special.
2018, Pacheco stormed into the pro game and showed exactly why he was on everyone's radar.
It's like in slow motion for Pacheco. He's dipping, he's ducking.
Donato still standing. He may not be anymore. Face down, lights out.
7 fights in 2019. 6 ended in knockouts.
He really doesn't have much of a chance at ending to win this fight as he just ate the biggest punch of the fight from Pacheco.
Eddie Hernandez.
That is it.
The last came in Saudi Arabia on the Ruiz vs. Joshua 2 undercard, where he slept 40-fight veteran Selemani Saidi. Fight 9. No knockout this time, but a lesson in control.
Wow, okay.
February 29, 2020, Frisco, Texas. On the undercard of Mikey Garcia vs. Jesse Vargas, Diego Pacheco stepped in against 34-fight veteran Oscar Riojas.
Imposing figure. He knows how to step back.
A rugged southpaw, durable, not the type to fold under pressure. But Pacheco didn't need to chase the finish.
Pacheco looks like he is not supposed to, no riding escapes.
He imposed his will with a stiff jab, using every inch of his 6 feet 4 inches frame to keep Riojas at bay, measured, composed, sharp.
Riojas
polished.
He picked his shots, landed the right hands, and never let the veteran into the fight.
no more skateboarding. What I saw there being out in Las Vegas.
Talking about Anthony Joshua. Good.
6 rounds, 6 dominant frames, a clean sweep, 60-54 on all 3 cards.
In there, and they had a full repertoire. Hard right hand. Riojas is staggered. Neil Young looking close. He wants to stop it. He knows it's the final seconds. Another right hand. Does he stop it? No.
No knockdown, no highlight KO, but it was professional. It was calculated. It was growth.
Diego Pacheco is, in our eyes, one of our hottest prospects in world boxing, not just US boxing.
Named the Cobra.
Win after win, Pacheco ran through grown men to build his resume.
I'm still hungry, and I still want to show everyone that, I am going to be a world champion.
Some dropped fast.
After the body from Pacheco.
Oh!
And that right hand.
Some he toyed with turned into a punching bag and finished off clean.
Oh, but again, the mouthpiece comes out big.
His opponent's down over the top, and Ortega is in trouble.
But all of it was leading to one night, one fight, where it wasn't just about victory, it was about his first title. September 17, 2022, T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas. On the undercard of Canelo vs. Golovkin 3, Pacheco entered his 16th pro bout against Enrique Collazo, a 2012 Olympian, 33 years old, proud representative of Puerto Rico, a dangerous veteran, and just like Diego, he was chasing his first belt. The vacant WBC USA super middleweight title was on the line. The atmosphere, like a real championship fight, cameras flashing, lights blazing, the crowd buzzing. And in the middle of it all, a 21-year-old Mexican with ice in his eyes, and he didn't disappoint.
Fight. Diego Pacheco, 6'4", a 7.
Pacheco's not that, I'd like to see that tonight. He's tall,
From round one, he took over. Long jab, clean angles, calm pressure. He wasn't rushing, he was dissecting.
As far as to say that they'll definitively
speaking of
to get their jab working.
Collazo tried to bring the heat, tried to use experience, but Diego was on another level.
Pacheco, he certainly...
He can land that right hand.
There it is again, that right hand!
Round 5, the end. A sharp combo lands, clean power. Collazo goes down.
Collazo not taking too many chances, but down he goes! It's not the time for trash talk. Pacheco just measuring Collazo.
The ref steps in. TKO, round 5. And just like that, Diego Pacheco is a champion. On a night built for legends, he stole the spotlight.
This is the first of many belts. I'm only 21, so there's still a long way to go, and I'm ready. I'm excited for the challenges that are to come.
He wasn't just a prospect anymore. Now he had a belt. Now he was dangerous. After winning his first title, Diego Pacheco didn't slow down. He shifted into another gear. Fight 17, back in the US, defending his new status. Ricardo Adrian Luna came in tough, but he wasn't ready.
He moves, he gives himself half a shot to stay in this. 13 knockouts and 16 wins for Pacheco, 16.
First knockdown, like a bomb. One clean shot landed flush, and Luna hit the canvas hard.
Happened on the undercard to get people on the end of his right hand. Perfectly timed right. Luna. No!
He got up, but Diego was already calculating the finish. Heavy shots to the ribs folded Luna again.
The answer to how many punches Luna can take with 0. And then digging down to the body, not forgetting the body.
Painful, precise, inevitable. He stood once more, but he was unraveling. Third knockdown, the setup, sharp jabs, cold execution. Luna crumbled, dropped to the canvas, and the ref had seen enough.
Come down now and go back to the jab. Oh, he doesn't know. Flat on his back, the referee's taking a good look. He might want to stop this and save Luna from...
After I get this win, I do feel like people will start recognizing me more as a contender than as a prospect.
But Fight 18 was a different kind of challenge. March 11th, 2023, Liverpool, England. Hostile territory. Pacheco stepped into Jack Cullen's backyard and silenced the entire arena. Tall, awkward, and full of confidence, Cullen had the whole crowd behind him. But Diego didn't care. He broke him down in 4 rounds. 2 knockdowns in the final round.
It is the big right hand over the top this time. This one gets through, and Island in desperate trouble. Pacheco now follows through, and the referee dives over to rescue.
TKO 4, a new belt, WBO, International Super Middleweight. A statement win in the heart of Britain. A blow to every skeptic watching.
He's still undefeated, Diego Pacheco.
Years of age is one of the goals of Jose Benavidez Sr.
Next, a fight in Mexico and a defense of 2 belts at once. Manuel Gallegos came to fight, tried to trade fire, tried to push back, but he couldn't handle the heat.
Action here in
Goes back to the ropes. He's using. I don't want to see him giving up 3 shots.
Round 4, a vicious shot to the body folds him.
You can hear that one.
Nice. Body shot,
In his face, but you have to wonder how much shots. Pacheco all over him, and the referee jumps in.
Another finish, another message. When Pacheco turns it up, no one is safe.
Touch Cubs door now.
But if Gallegos brought the heat, Cocheres brought the fire.
Los Angeles. Make it uncomfortable. He's faced it recent years with the extent he was looking for right there.
Marcelo Cocheres, battle-tested, a veteran who'd gone rounds with world champions. He wasn't there to fall over.
Nice right hand there from Sultanov, and really dragged him into a very difficult...
And for the first time in a while, Pacheco bled. Cut on the cheek in round 4. Lip split in round 7. Accidental headbutts. Real adversity.
Pacheco just... I would love to see Cocheres double up on that left hook. 2 or 3 rounds is that we saw from him in the opening 4 rounds. That is out the window.
But Diego stayed calm, stayed focused, and in the 9th, he ended it. A beautiful uppercut sent Cockris to the canvas, sitting, stunned.
Pacheco continuing to from the man trying to take your head off right now. Nice uppercut from Pacheco, and that right hand backs Caceres up. Caceres felt that one, and the crowd coming alive, a beautiful
KO in round 9. A brutal finish in a real fight. And with it, Pacheco proved he's not just dominant, he's durable, dangerous, and ready for the world stage.
He's still undefeated, Diego Pacheco.
Not every night was clean, but he still got the job done. 20 wins, 17 knockouts, WBC USA and WBO international titles already strapped around his waist.
I feel I will come out on top every time. You know, I believe in myself, in my skills, and my God-given talents, and my hard work. You know, all that put together, I don't see anyone beating me.
Pacheco, slide me right into where. Oh, right hand lands with a lot of respected names.
Then came Sean McColeman, 15 fights, no losses. The early rounds saw little to no action. McColeman didn't come to fight. He came to survive.
There's a strength himself for another pretty decent fight next, and there's a...
Round 7, some fire finally lit, but just as quick, it faded.
He got the big right hand here tonight.
For the first time, Pacheco looked human, but when it mattered, he landed the heavier shots and stayed undefeated.
McCormick is getting the worst of these exchanges.
The credit that he deserves. He's a tricky, good, excellent inside fighter, but it was just a wrong style matchup.
And they'll slug it out.
Wow.
And a nice mid.
Looking for a real test, Pacheco took on Maciej Sulecki, a 35-year-old Polish vet with 32 wins, 2 losses, and world title experience against Demetrius Andrade.
He's never been stopped.
I haven't seen no body shots dropped in his last fight.
The fight started slow, a cautious first 2 rounds, especially from Sulecki. But by the third, Pacheco made his fists felt. As the rounds rolled on, so did the violence. Sulecki tried to fight back, but only triggered something worse. By the 5th, it was a beating. Pacheco nearly closed the show.
This week was a 6-round stoppage.
Then came the 6th, a brutal liver shot that called it a night.
Performance right now that I'm enjoying.
There's the body shot.
And look at our fighters, no matter how tough and strong.
You know, you are the mandatory for that belt that Canelo owns. If that opportunity is presented to you at some point, do you feel right now you're ready for it?
Definitely. You know, like I said, I don't back down from any challenge. Let's get it on.
With the spotlight getting hotter, Pacheco stuck to the big guns, facing 20-0 knockout artist Steven Nelson in a fight that couldn't be taken lightly. This was set to be the toughest test of his career.
You know, we got the youth against the age, but Steve is gonna...
The early rounds were cautious until Nelson turned up the pressure.
That kind of fight says the inside, and...
But it was Pacheco who drew first blood, slicing Nelson's face later that same round.
Changed the dynamic of how he was...
By round 5, Nelson struggled to close the gap, while Pacheco kept the pressure.
Steve does it pretty significantly in this round. It's been Diego.
In the 7th, Pacheco let loose. And again in the 8th. In the 10th round, Pacheco opened fire once more. But knowing he was behind, Nelson emptied the tank in the final rounds, almost rocking Pacheco, pushing for the finish. But he couldn't close the show.
Steven Nelson coming out here. He clipped him with the left hand on it. Energy coming from. He's 30. Great finish to the...
Once again, Pacheco walked out undefeated, his record untouched, his legacy still building.
The physical style of Pacheco is a nightmare matchup, I believe, for Canelo.
Top 6 across 3 sanctioning bodies. Number 1 in the WBO. Pacheco's on a clear trajectory, and he's not stopping. Some say he's being babied, protected from real threats, while the tougher names stay off his resume. And in the eyes of boxing's top dogs, and the undisputed king, Canelo Alvarez, the resume's still light. Still, there's no questioning the talent. First, he has to deal with Mukumbi, Once he does, then things get interesting. One name floating around, former IBF champ William Skull, the same man who went the distance with Canelo in May. A win there would launch Pacheco into serious title contention, no longer just a ranked prospect, but a real player. The skills are there, the tools are real. All that's left is to prove it with the bigger fights.
And I hope people will start to believe in me a little bit more.